This video is for a general audience. It can be enjoyed by both adults and children.
Alright then, come on, let's get this over with.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay then.
Yeah, I kind of have mixed feelings about this one, so I think I'll give my thoughts on this as we go on.
It all began when a young boy lay ill in bed.
Now, I like this scene. It's because, after such a long time, this show starts to feel a little British now. For those of you who don't know, Soto is a British railway. But like others, instead of the Duke of Sussex, I would have loved to see Christopher Audrey in his place and narrating the story. However, it's better than nothing.
Those stories would go on to become the tales of the most iconic tank engine the world has ever known.
I like the fact that they actually brought a royal to introduce this special. I would have also liked it better if the Duke had actually narrated the whole story, in my opinion. And I also like that he's holding a book that has various illustrations. But I think we all know how lazy they were. As you can see, they did illustrate it railway series style, but only for the cover. The interior are just screenshots.
This year, Thomas and Friends is celebrating 75 years of friendship and teamwork.
Well, I wouldn't say always. I mean, they were jerks to each other in the classic era. He just taught everyone, how not to be an asshole.
Important delayed mail coming through!
Would have been delivered on time if it was delivered by road.
Okay, now that's just fan service. He's just got one or two episodes and he's become the new Duck, where he only talks about railways are no good. I just don't like the rivets on Percy. It suits some engines, but not him. It looks weird on him. See? Edward is still in the show. Okay, I think this is a neat fan service thing, but I'm just wondering how many kids are going to be like, what?
Thomas and the Royal Engine.
I've seen this kind of letter before, but that was when we had a visit from the Queen.
I'm wondering how many kids are just gonna be confused because nowadays kids wouldn't even know what the classic series is. I mean, how many of them are gonna know that this is a reference to Paint Pots and Queens from season 4? Then again, I am 13.
Is she coming to see us again?
Who will be pulling her train?
Stop bouncing around. I think it's about time I need to mention about the bouncing. I don't like it. It makes them feel very toy and jelly-like. Look at this shot. In this shot, Henry was feeling like an actual heavy machinery, while in the modern one it seems like a toy. For characters like Max and Monty, or even Kevin, I can understand the bouncing. But for characters like Gordon, I'm sorry, but the bouncing just looks bad on him.
Her Majesty the Queen requests the company of Sir Topham Hatt, who is to receive a special award for his services to the railway.
Really? Even after the countless number of accidents that have occurred on this island, they're getting an award, and that too from the Queen of London. I wouldn't be even surprised if visitors stopped coming to the island due to its safety record.
Please attend Buckingham Palace, London at 3 o'clock on Wednesday. But that's tomorrow.
Wouldn't it have come at least 1 week before? No, it wouldn't have come late if this guy was in charge, or even this guy.
By request of the young prince, the engine that brings you to London must be
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna probably be Boko, or maybe Duke.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, really? I thought it was going to be 10 cents. They could have used Gordon and make a Gordon Goes Foreign remake. Or better than that, how about use the engine who started it all? Edward, who was that engine who came out of the shed to prove himself. But no, it has got to be Thomas the Blue Bastard. When I watch episodes from seasons like 4 and 5, I would have never have thought that there would be a day where I would see a dancing chicken with a rock song. I don't think I wanted to know if he showers with his hat on. I actually don't mind Thomas's silver handles that much, but the over excessive amount of rivets just make him look bad. I find it fine on the buffers, but not in other places.
I know the way to London after all, and have been there before, you know.
Not the station names again, Gordon.
I just wish they would make their minds up on what to call London Station.
Okay, I like the reference to Gordon Goes Foreign, but how many kids are going to know that story? General audience will just be confused because they've probably never even heard of the story. And when has this story occurred? Was it in season 3, season 2? We don't know. But I'm not one of those guys who's like, this reference is awful or this reference is the best. You know, I'm neutral on this one. And yes, Henry is still alive. Yay!
Oh, hello, Mother. Have you got everything? Yes, Mother. Speech? Yes, Mother.
Handkerchief?
Yes, I have everything.
Have you cleaned your ears?
Oh, Mother. No, stop it. No, I'm fine.
Okay, Doubtful Hand used to be funny, but now he has met the fat controller, our mama's boy. I mean, she's okay, I guess. Not as funny as she used to be.
Okay, Thomas. Let's go. London calls.
Wait, aren't you going to take your family with you? I mean, you did have them during the opening of the Harvard branch line, so why not now?
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh look, here is the unfinished bridge set from Journey Beyond Sodor. However, I do like though how they're showing consistencies on the locations that Thomas and the Fat Controller passed through, which was shown in the special Journey Beyond Sodor.
I am honored to be here on this suspicious, no, bother, auspicious occasion. And it gives me great pleasure to receive this award on behalf of my railway and all those working on it.
I do like how they have kept the Fat Controller consistent since season 17. He's the funny, humorous guy. However, for the controller of a railway, he seems to be quite the buffoon.
Thomas?
Isn't that the same place where Geisha was at in Tale of the Brave? I also like how they focus on the interaction between Thomas and the Fat Controller. We don't get that much often, you know, interaction between the engine and people, and also getting a human in the spotlight for once.
I think so, sir. I know I've seen this place before, but I can't seem to remember.
Is it? It is! It's my little friend Thomas.
I do like the reveal of Beresford, with Thomas's coupling opening first and then him being slowly lifted up, and then we get to see Beresford. Yay! I was excited for him.
Ooh, look at you now.
My banner!
Banner? What do you need a banner for?
Okay, that's just a dick move. Okay, here I think they tried to add Beresford a character, but instead of a character, he seems like more of an asshole who just bullies others for friends. Okay, I guess. I'm surprised they brought the Blue Buffoon back, but not these fellows from Journey Beyond Sodor. I'm guessing the point of this scene was to have Beresford lead Thomas on the wrong tracks, but couldn't Thomas have done it himself? If I would have had it my way, instead of the Blue Buffoon, I would have had the newbies from Journey Beyond Sodor helping them. You know, Theo and Lexi trying to help them, but then they confuse Thomas, and then Merlin comes in and then helps him along the way. Wouldn't that be better?
What are you doing up there with that crane?
I love the Fat Controller's expression here. He just seems confused and he seems like, what the fuck are you doing with my engine? Keep him down. Don't fuck around with him.
But we are in a hurry and cannot be held up. Yes, anyway, now if...
I didn't even get that joke the first time. I would have loved if Beresford tried to catch Thomas and his cab just ripped off season 5 style.
Oh, London, here we come! This doesn't look right.
Is this England? It doesn't look like England. Okay, I have never been to England, but I'm pretty sure it's not an overgrown forest with tracks going through it. Or at least British Railways isn't that. I thought at first he was going to meet these guys over here. Then I realized that they work at the steelworks now.
Oh no! My other banner!
Those are some sharp trees right there.
And all those working on it. Thank you.
Even though this scene is pretty silly and pretty stupid too, I do like how the driver and fireman get a role here. And it is pretty funny.
And then we'll be home and dry!
Okay, I know it's a cartoon, but I'm pretty sure you cannot pull down a window like that in a train coach.
I wonder where we are. Oh, perhaps this is Crewe, where Henry went to be repaired. Oh, or maybe Doncaster, where Gordon was built.
The visuals here look very cheap. I wonder why this doesn't seem like a grand special. I think the reason is the visuals. Is this really Doncaster or Crewe? Doesn't seem that special. I mean, this is just Farquhar, just a little redesigned. That's how lazy they were with the visuals. Also, in The Adventure Begins, we see that Henry was already in his old shape. So technically, he never went to Crewe for his repairs. And I'm saying it again, but how many kids would have watched the classic series or have known it exists? There's no point referencing it, and it sounds a little forced. However, I still like it. Like others.
It's...
Oh, and just what do you think you're doing with my coach, little tank engine?
Oh look, it's female Merlin. Or Silver Henry. Well, to be fair, the faces do resemble a little bit. At least the classic series one does.
Oh, right. Oh, I thought, Carriage Works, you say? Oh, yes. Oh, of course. Excuse me.
I don't like Duchess's design much. Her design seems very lazy. I mean, the main bodywork is fine, but her buffer beam is black, her running board is red, and her tender is just a copy of the corridor tenders of Flying Scotsman with just LMS written on them.
Now I can enjoy a good...
How did he get there before her? I am surprised that they didn't make a reference to Thomas Percy and the Cold.
It's my... Bless you! Oh, how rude of me. I should introduce myself. My name's Duchess. Duchess of Loughborough.
I love how her name is not just Duchess, but Duchess of Loughborough. And I'm not sure if that's an engine in real life.
Getting cleaned, polished, finding my coaches, filling up with coal and water, getting polished, picking up my very important passengers. I'm sure I've forgotten something. Oh, did I say getting polished?
All done now, Your Grace.
What? Oh, thank you. And thank you for letting me go first, Thomas. Oh, Sodor. Where are my coaches? Oh, I remember.
I find the character very weird, to be honest. What is she supposed to be? Is she a worried engine, an anxious engine, a hardworking engine? I don't get it, to be exact.
Oh, I thought you went to the washdown, Thomas. You look worse than before.
You're one to talk. Look at yourself. What was your excuse? Was the shower not working, or were you too lazy?
Oh, why don't I telephone them and let them know we're coming? Oh, right you are. Come this way.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Michael White. Yay! Joanne Furman speaking again. Haven't seen that in a while, I think.
What? Oh, my heart!
Couldn't you have just bought a new one from a nearby store or a clothing store or something?
How time! Oh no! Stop! Come back! Stop! Come back to us!
So the Fat Controller just left one of his staff behind. Okay, I hope they came back for him.
Thank you for allowing me to go first at the washdown. That was very kind of you.
Oh, not a problem. After all, engines help engines.
Yes, but not every engine would have been so gallant.
No, no, and no. That is not a gallant old engine. Just because someone says the word gallant, that does not mean that's a reference to gallant old engine. That's like saying, oh look, the background is a forest. That means it's a reference to Henry's forest, isn't it? No, it's not.
I was in such a tizzy about my important job. I just didn't want anything to go wrong. Oh, I'm not sure. You know, I don't remember. Oh well, it's too late to worry about it. Oh, I have an important delivery and I can't be late. I hope we'll meet again soon.
I don't blame them for making Duchess's character so uninteresting, because there's only so much you can do with a character within 20 minutes. I thought it would be funny if she brought the fireman along with him, though.
Then I shall be your fireman.
What?
You can't run a useful railway without getting your hands dirty now and then. Hand me that shovel, my good man, and let's get going. We've no time to lose.
I quite like this scene, and this sequence in general. This is what I call a good reference, in that it doesn't force anything that you have to remember, but it's also something for the older fans to know that, hey, this happened, but you don't need to know that it happened before. And I also like that this introduces the fact that engines can't control themselves and they need driver and firemen to run.
Thomas! Oh,
Wait, so he can apply his own brakes? Wouldn't the Fat Controller and driver get whiplash due to that, or get smashed into the control panel?
Oh, Thomas, my safety valve, it's burst. That's what I forgot to check over before I collected my very important passengers.
Okay, I'm glad they have steam coming out, because a safety valve bursting does mean steam will come out. I wouldn't be even surprised if half the people in Mattel didn't know that. However, if this was a Christopher Audrey story, I bet he would have had a much more creative way of an engine breaking down. Cause safety valves breaking down has been so common in the show. Engine breaks down, safety valve.
I can't just leave her here, sir. The Duchess knows her way to London, so that would be a big help to us.
It's so weird seeing someone in Thomas's cab while Thomas is bouncing around.
As I always say, little engines can do big things.
Didn't you only say that during Thomas and the Magic Railroad?
Little engines can do big things. Come on, lady. Little engines can do big things.
It would be one thing if he said,
Never overlook a little engine.
"Is this really London? Why does it look so bare and undetailed? It looks like an incomplete factory. And why is there no gravel on the ground? And this could have also been a huge opportunity to use this music."
Right, yeah. Come on! Thomas!
But you know what would be better? This theme.
Just a bad controller, he told him so. Now he's got a branch line to call his very own. He's the really useful engine we adore.
Mother, look! It's Thomas! Sir Topham Hatt?
Your Majesty.
Why does the face of Prince Charles and the Queen look so weird? I actually searched a little and found out that there's actually a picture with the Prince Charles with a C hat on. I'm assuming, or I'm pretty sure, that the C stands for the school he used to go to. She also has a very pointy nose.
Well, Sir Topham, from what my son has been reading in the books written about it, your Northwestern Railway is well known for helping out those in need.
That's a nice little reference right there. It signifies that the railway series exists in this universe, and what the Reverend Audrey has been doing on Soda for such a long time. However, the next line is awful.
I've also heard about your travels around the world, Thomas, visiting different countries and helping them learn more about the environment. That's the sort of work I'd like to do when I'm older.
Since when? How in the bloody world are you going to explain to me how a steam engine is going to help the environment? Well, unless you're counting scrap, then the steam engines are helping in that department. And the way the line has been said, it doesn't sound like a 7-year-old would ever say that. I bet you $1,000 that Mattel forced that line on Michael White, and Michael White didn't want to write that.
And now, Sir Topham, because we've already had so much confusion and delay, why don't we do the ceremony right here?
That's just indirectly saying that they don't have the budget to render a Buckingham Palace. Actually, it's good that they didn't do that, because if they did, I'm pretty sure they were going to have tracks going into the palace.
And you got it that way by proving yourself worthy of this special award for your services to the railway.
I at first thought that that was a golden trophy, but no, it's a fucking clock. I don't know if that's creative or if that's weird. It's a Clockham hat, the fat clock troller. Okay, I should stop.
Gallant Thomas, who went out of his way to help an engine in need, it is my pleasure to present to you a special crest.
I wish they would leave that crest on Thomas permanently, like they do on real engines, but for some reason I don't think that the animators are gonna do that.
Signifying to all that you have truly been, if you don't mind me saying, a royally useful engine.
Royally useful. Of course he has been. Okay, I don't know what to say about this one. I mean, I don't hate it, but I also don't think it's on par with specials like Blue Mountain Mystery. And for the references, they had made the same Christopher Audrey mistake. Like how Christopher Audrey had referenced a lot of his father's story in Thomas Comes Home. I'm not saying I hate references, but I like good references, not forcefully. A problem that the special had that it was too short. This could be a 45-minute or even a 1 hour special. I think why people like it so much is that it came during such a bad era, aka the Boba era. If I had it my way, then I would have had Henry, Edward, and Gordon go to London to meet Prince Charles and the Queen. But you can always think. Anyways, I would say this is among specials like Hero of the Rails. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not that good either. Anyways, I think this special deserves a 5.5 out of 10. I can see that Michael White tried a lot. However, he still couldn't save this special.
Anyway, guys, so thank you for watching the video and make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.